Hi, this is Peter again. This is going to be a new video just to show some new features that I've added to some existing things that were already there. The reason why I've got both the Nexus 7 and the Galaxy S4 here is because I'm going to show you an addition to the remote control feature that I did a little while ago. But before I show you that, I wanted to show you some of the new settings that I've added. So over here on the Galaxy S4, in settings,
your settings are displayed.
If you go into
the category
device section, you'll see here a little while ago I added the feature to turn the screen on, and you could choose here always, only if coming to the front, or never. So and again, this is profile independent, so you can choose whether or not AVX or EVA actually will turn the screen on for you, if it's coming to the front or whatever. So you might set a particular profile where I never want the screen to come on unless I turn it on myself, which is kind of neat, especially with using wake mode and a Bluetooth headset. You can have your phone kind of acting like a server in that the screen doesn't come on, but you can still make requests to it and send text messages and reply and do all sorts of stuff without even having to have the screen come on, which is kind of nice. So right now I've got it set to never, so it won't come on, and but I've got the time set on the screen here, so it only times off after 10 minutes. So normally I have that set to a minute. Anyway, so that's one thing you can do there. So I'll leave it on never right now. And the new feature I've added here is unlock the screen. So right now I've got it set to never, and you can have it always. So what this does is basically, if you have the screen lock turned on and you're in a certain profile where you've got it set to never, this will never break the screen lock, except for an alarm, or if you're in wake mode and you open up another application, it'll break the screen lock for you. There's just a couple of cases there where it's exceptions. Other than that, it won't break the screen lock. So if you want to keep your lock on and manually swipe it off, you can do that. So again, that's profile dependent, so you can choose it for a particular profile. So I'll leave that on never right now. And that's basically what I wanted to show you there. And the other thing I wanted to show you too, the silent mode. Got the flip over for silent mode. I've added a couple of options here. It used to be just on and notify and off, and now I've got it vibrate or mute. So you can choose when you flip it over for silent mode if it goes into vibrate mode or if it just goes into muted mode. And again, that's the same for the regular silent mode. You can choose whether it goes to silent mode or vibrate, sorry, mute or vibrate, or ignore, depending on your profile if you're switching profiles. And again, there's commands now where you can say mute, and you can say vibrate, and enable mute mode or vibrate, and it'll basically switch those on and off for you just with a voice command. So that's kind of neat. So anyway, what I want to show you now was with this remote control feature that works using the Google Talk account, or basically any XMPP account. I wanted to show you a new feature that I've added to that. So over here on the Galaxy S4, let's see, I want to show you this.
Yes, Peter.
Display my chat contacts containing Peter.
I have listed the chat contacts you currently have containing Peter.
Okay, so what I've got set up over here is I created a brand new chat account, or sorry, email account just for the Galaxy S3, and it's a new Gmail account. Basically, it hasn't been used before, and I set that up as the chat account that this is connecting to. And I won't go into that because there's another video that shows how to do all that. But the difference is here, when you swipe left on these, you'll see it changes it to basically nothing there. That status is coming from the account itself. But I can swipe on it, make it included. That means I can send that person messages. Priority, it means I can send the messages, and their messages that come into me will break if my phone's in silent mode or whatever. And then super means that they can remote control, that person can remote control my phone. and make requests to it, like look up my calendar and things like that. But then the new one is super full. And with full control, it means when that person is controlling my phone, I really don't have control over the application. If I press the speak button, nothing really will happen, but it will pop up on their screen and I'll ask them what they want. So the purpose of this is that now you can remote control that phone and you can do things like send text messages, and any requests for a response, instead of popping up on this thing, will pop up over here. So I'll show you this in a second, and then I'm going to pause and I'll show it to you using just a regular chat application off of the PC. So now that I've got that set up as super full, it means Peter, when he connects to this thing, he'll basically have full control. So on this particular phone, I've set up, or on the device here, I've set up my regular Gmail account as the chat account. And again, you can see the other video on how to do that. So I've got two separate accounts here, but they're both basically, one's logged in as a new account and this one's logged in as my regular Gmail account. Okay, so now I'm going to, from the EVA one, remote control my AVX application over here. So let's just bear with me and I'll show you how we do this.
Yes, Peter.
Remote control Peter.
Attempting to remotely control Peter Muller's phone. Hi, Peter. You are now connected remotely and will receive all messages. Say goodbye to disconnect.
Okay, so it's connected now. You don't really see any indication over here that something's happened, but basically it has. And so now anytime I send a request here, it's going to happen over here and then come back here. And again, I showed this in the other video, but I'll show you what the difference is shortly.
Yes, Peter.
What time is it?
The time is 2:19 p.m.
Okay, the reason why I let that time out there is because I need to fix something, and it'll be in the build when this goes out, that when you press that it cancels it, but because you're remotely connected it actually triggers it again, so you get kind of in a loop where it's constantly not being able to stop what's going on. But anyway, so what's happened is I've set the time here and it's got the request over here, got the response here and sent it back, and that's what you could do before. But what's really cool now is that you can do things like send text messages and get the replies to come back. So I'm going to send myself a text message on this phone, and you'll see when the reply comes back in, instead of reading it out like it normally do over here, it'll put it up on this screen. So let's try it and see.
Yes, Peter.
Text Peter, hey, what's up?
Your message has been sent to Peter Muller.
Okay, so that's sent, and then you'll see what happens when it comes in. It's coming over here now, and it'll be read out there, but it'll come over here.
New text from Peter Muller. Would you like to hear the message?
Yes.
Hey, what's up? Would you like to reply to this message?
Reply, not much.
Your message has been sent to Peter Muller.
Okay, and then you get the
New
reply.
text from Peter Muller. Would you like to hear the message?
Yes.
Not much. Would you like to reply to this message?
No.
Okay.
Alright, so all the audio that you're hearing is coming from the Nexus 7, and just to demonstrate how you can do this completely off here, is I'm going to turn the screen off on the S3, and I'm going to do that again.
Yes, Peter.
Text Peter, hey, what's going on today?
Your message has been sent to Peter Muller.
Now the screen will flicker on here, and that's the text messaging application turning it on, but it'll go off right away.
New text from Peter Muller. Would you like to hear the message?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on today? Would you like to reply to this message?
No.
Okay.
Alright, so it's kind of neat. It basically means that that's kind of acting as a server, and you can do all sorts of stuff. There's still some things that don't work very well, but for the most part you can do a lot of functionality. And like if a Facebook message comes in over here, it'll pop up over here and it'll be displayed like a normal thing, you know. And likewise if a Google Plus or whatever, it comes in over here. So you're thinking, oh, that's pretty cool, but you know, would I ever use that? Well, I'm going to switch over here in a second and show you how you could use it using your desktop via a chat client, which is kind of neat because some people have told me out there that they have a reason for this, and I'll talk about that in a second. So just hold on and I'll be back in a minute. Oh, before I end, I wanted to show you that you've got to disconnect when you're done with this, otherwise the other phone will be kind of inaccessible, at least the AVX part. So what you do there is just...
Yes, boss.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Okay, so that means when you hear the see you later, that means it's disconnected, so that the AVX over there is basically back to operating normally. And I'll show you if I open that up there. I can ask it what time it is.
Yes, Peter.
What time is it?
Right now it's 2:24 p.m.
Okay, so that's operating normally there.
Yes, Peter.
Cancel that. Alright, I'll be back in a second showing you how this works on a PC. Okay, so I'm back again, and again I still got the Galaxy S3 set up over here, and it has this specific chat account assigned to that one. And over here on my laptop now, I've got my regular Gmail account is the one configured, and so with the Hangouts thing there, I can send messages to whoever I want. And my phone is basically set up. And you see over here, I have my account there, and I was testing this and stuff before. But anyway, that's this account over here. So it has the same name as my regular one, but they're two different accounts. So I can do regular chat messaging with that, and I've sort of shown you that before. And let me just sort of demonstrate again, just to show you how it works again. So down there, I can just type in, you know, hey Peter, and send that. And it'll come on the phone.
New message received from Peter Muller. Hey, Peter.
And right now I just got to set it to speak. If I had the, you know, the notify and prompt or speak and prompt, it'll ask me if I want to reply. But I can do a reply here just manually.
Yes, Peter.
Reply, not much.
Your message has been sent to Peter Muller.
Okay, you see it shows back over there. So I'm just doing regular chat, going back and forth over the chat connection. But over here now, if I wanted to remote control my phone, and again remember this user is set up as full control, I can say the wake phrase, which on mine is still the default on AVX is hey Android. So I'll do that. And you see nothing happens over here, but you get this message, you know, you are now connected remotely and will receive all messages, say goodbye to disconnect. So I'm basically connected here, same as I was before running EVA, but I'm just using my chat client. So let's say, for example, you're like some people who have emailed me and want to be able to do this, they're not allowed to use their cell phones while they're at work. So they shove their cell phone in the desk drawer, and watch, you can turn the screen off here. So I'll just leave the screen off. And you know, you might be texting with your girlfriend or whatever, so you can basically do this, text Peter, hey, what's up? So I send that. It says the message is sent. So I'll wait for the reply to come back. I'll wait for the message to come in. So this would be somebody else sending you a message now, unless you text with yourself because you're bored. So you see the new text received from Peter Muller, would you like to hear the message? So you have to reply to that, because it's just like if you were talking to your phone. So you say yes. And it says, Peter Muller, hey, what's up? Would you like to reply to this message? I said before, would you like to hear the message? Yes, I want to hear it. So again, depending on what read options you've got selected. So you might set a new profile that it doesn't do this, and then you can, you don't have to do so much back and forth. Would you like to reply? And I can say yes, or I can just say the reply directly, reply not much. And it will send the reply directly. And it's been sent, and you'll see it'll come back here and it will be ask me if I want to hear it again. It'll take a little longer this time for some reason. There, it just came in, it took a while. Okay, new text from Peter Muller, would you like to hear the message? Yes. Not much. Would you like to reply? No. And you see that AVX or EVA won't turn the screen on. The only reason it flashes on there is my text messaging application flicks the screen on there. So if you've got it set in the settings that I showed you earlier where it's not going to turn the screen on, your screen will just stay off. So you might set up a particular profile for doing this, and your screen will just stay off, and you can happily work back and forth all day long. And like if a reminder happens, it'll pop up a reminder. So you could say in 20 seconds, remind me to take a break. 20 seconds, remind me to take a break. So it's set up the reminder, and we'll wait 20 seconds here, and you'll see what happens with the reminder. Waiting. There's a phone buzzing, and then it comes up there, Peter, I'm reminding you to take a break. So the reminder isn't read out on the phone, it's read out in the chat screen. So anyway, that kind of shows you what's happening there, and how you can have pretty much full control over it. Now, let me show you something else now. If that phone is in remote control mode, and somebody's probably going to get caught on this, and I come down here and you can't see it's off the screen right now, but if I press the speak button, the phone doesn't prompt me, it doesn't say yes, it comes up on the screen, but I don't hear anything, and it's not listening for me right now, but it comes up on the screen here, waiting for something. So that's why I say if you didn't realize that your phone is being remote control, you'd be pressing the speak button there, and it'll come up and say yes, your name, but you won't hear it talking, and it won't start listening for you. So that's how you should know that it's stuck in remote control mode, and the only way to get out of it is to basically over here say goodbye. I haven't made a way that you can disconnect it from the phone yet, so because I figure most people will only be doing this to their own phones. So you just say goodbye, and it'll say see you later, we're disconnected now. If I come back here and press that speak button again.
Yes, Peter.
What time is it?
Right now it's 2:39 p.m.
Okay, so it's operating normally again. So that's kind of how all that works. And if you use that in the combination with that screen lock setting and the screen off setting, you can do a lot of cool stuff with your phone remotely now. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this latest video. Please tell all your friends. It's kind of really embarrassing, really. I see my competition, which I consider to be maybe Skyvy and Assistant now. You know, both of those, Skyvy has over 5 million downloads, Assistant has over 1 million downloads, And there's other applications out there too, but they don't have as many downloads as that. And I every now and then I download those applications to see what they've done. And like in 1 year's time, admittedly Assistant has been doing a lot of other languages, and I just don't have the resources to tackle that right now. But they haven't added hardly any features, and you can barely send a text message with their application. You certainly can't do one hands-free. And now they're also charging $20 for their application if you want the full features, which is basically they added wake mode in the last 12 months, and also if you want extra voices, you've got to pay that $20, and that's a one-time fee, or you pay $3 a month. So, I mean, you get a lot more features in my software, and yes, it's $20, but you do get a lot more features. And I've put out so many features in the last 12 months, I can't even list them all here. You've seen them all. Listed on Google Play, and just look through the help and that, and you see all the different things of it. And Skyview is a joke. They've got over 5 million downloads, and their application can do hardly anything. And I cannot believe the people who are writing the comments on there about how great that application is, and it doesn't do hardly anything. And they don't even have a what's new in their section. That's because they haven't added anything. It's just a total joke. So anyway, poor old EVA, less than 400,000 downloads altogether. And AVX, only 80,000 downloads. It's really kind of pathetic, and I don't know what to do about it, but I'll just keep plugging away and adding new features, and hopefully one day I'll get the recognition. Anyway, hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching.